What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stunt Flame, and I'm back with another video. As you can tell by the title, it is how to take pictures on Rockstar Editor or GTA or whatever you want to call it. So if this does help you out, if you enjoy it, make sure to smash your like and subscribe with the notification bell on, and also share it to your friends. But yeah, let's go. So obviously, this is how to take pictures in GTA, or how to use Rockstar Editor, whatever you want to call it. But here's the first step to actually getting good pictures. So the first step, get a nice car and stance it. If you want to do a lowered car pic, it just depends on, you know, personal preference. But just try to get a nice car. Also, when you're stancing, make sure bribe authorities so there's no cops. And then once you stance it or whatever, you prepare your car. Make sure to find a good spot. There's a lot of good spots, like the docks. There's loads of good spots there. The other side of the docks as well, there's loads of good spots. And all over the map, to be fair. In Sandy, there's some good spots. It just depends on what type of picture you're taking. So let's say, I don't know, you're taking a picture of like a rusty car, yeah? You take it up to Sandy, you go to like one of the gas stations or something where it looks old and raggedy and like abandoned. It'll fit the theme, you know? Also try to find places where like your car will pop out. So you see how it's black? This car's black. Compared to everything else, it looks like not out of place, but like it pops. The color pops, if you know what I mean. So if I came here and I used, like if I went to somewhere and there was a yellow background and I had a blue car, it would just pop. Just like, you know, think about it. So after you do that, obviously go to the spot, find a good spot, bring your good car, and then, you know, you gotta look at shadows and stuff. So let's just go find the spot real quick. So now that we've found like the spot we're gonna take the picture on, what you want to do is you want to find out which way the sun's going from. So the sun's going from there, yeah? Obviously try to take pictures like after, like, I don't know, 8 o'clock. It's probably better at around 12, but we're gonna do it now. Yeah, so you can see the sun's coming from there. So we're gonna try and make it, make the sun look at the front of the car. And also, if you want, turn your wheels. It makes the picture look cooler depending on what angle you're getting. But always try to record multiple clips. But yeah, as you can tell, the sun's directly on that, and in the background, you've got a nice background. And yeah, so once you have your spot, you've prepared your car, put it in the right place, hold down the down arrow on your D-pad and then press X to start recording. And then, I don't know, walk around a bit, make sure you're a bit further away from the car so you don't get in the way of the picture. And then once you've done that, hold down the bottom arrow on the D-pad again and then save the recording. Okay, so you can get multiple clips. I usually just get one. And then what I do after that is I find a different angle sometimes. So let's see. So obviously the sun's still back there, shining right down on this. I reckon we move it back over here a little bit because the sun's more to this side. Yeah, I reckon that's nice. So we're just gonna turn the wheel again, make it look nice. And yeah, obviously just go ahead, record a clip, hold down on the D-pad and start recording. So try to make sure there's no dead bodies or blood or anything in the picture. And yeah. Also, if you do want to, you know, take a picture in a different like area or without traffic, so there's no pedestrians, or maybe in different weather, then you can start up a job. You know, starting up a job does work. And then you can actually just choose if you want it to snow as well. So yeah, so I reckon just get around 3 different like record like clips. I'm gonna turn my wheel on this one as well, and maybe turn on the lights. Also, another good tip, maybe don't sit in your car when you're taking the picture. It's fine if you do, but it just makes the picture look better if you're not sitting in the car, because then you can't see some random head just popped up there. Yeah, we're gonna finish up recording this clip, and then we're gonna go into story mode. So that's how you go into Rockstar Editor. You can't do the creative method anymore, so you have to leave GT Online. So I'll see you guys when we get into story mode, so I can show you guys how to go to Rockstar Editor. So now that we're in story mode, what you have to do is you press options on the PS4 controller. I'm not quite sure what it is on the Xbox, and then you go right to the end and you go to Rockstar Editor. Okay, so now that we've gotten here, just the first thing you got to do is create a new project. That's the first step. So now you got a bunch of selections. All you got to do is add clip, and then you can go to whichever one you want. Just go to clips by date. It's right at the top, because then it will show the clips you just took. And then what you want to do is you'll like to, I think that's the first clip, yeah, so you'll just add it, and then you can add another by pressing circle and then add clip, and then just add all of them. And once you've done that, so I'm gonna just quickly do that. So once you've done that, you can click and edit whichever one you want by just pressing X. So we're gonna edit the first one. It might take a while to load, but don't worry, maybe about 30 seconds. So once you load in, what you do, got a bunch of options, and you just pick which one you want. First off, you usually start with camera. It's just easier. That's my personal preference. And yeah, we'll go from there. Also, if you are enjoying this video so far, or if it has helped you, like maybe recording a clip or something, make sure to smash a like on it and share it with your friends. Alright, so now that we're in the clip on Rockstar Editor, what you want to do, find the place where you actually got the clip. Like, I'll just go from here, and then you'll, so by the way, just to go along the clip, all you do is use your right joystick and just hold it whichever way. But yeah, once you've done that, what you want to do is press X, and then you can choose whichever one, but we're going to start with cameras. And then once you're on cameras, I suggest you go to free camera, because it makes it easier to move around. And then once you put it on free camera, make sure to press edit camera, and you can move around everywhere. So personally, depending on the picture, so we're just gonna do this for now. I'd say keep it about level with the car, not like right on the ground. Sometimes it's good on the ground, but sometimes when you do use blur, it does mess up the ground and it looks pretty bad. So I'd say we keep it there. As you can tell, like, the car's to the right. Just, I don't know, feel where you want to see pictures, and like maybe look at other people's pictures as well to see what angles you like. But I suggest maybe going for angles not like straight head on of a car like that, because everyone does them and they're not great. But some of these are nice. Also zoomed out shots, you know, you can do this, not on this picture, but you can do that on some. But what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm just gonna zoom in. Also, just one more thing, I wouldn't zoom in all the way, because it doesn't make the picture look great. It just makes it look like that. But yeah, I'd say zoom in max 2. Maybe, it doesn't really matter minimum. I'd say minimum like 0.8, depending on what type of pictures. So let's say if you were here, you could like zoom out, and then, well, not that, about there. I mean, it's not the greatest picture, but obviously, like, if you wanted to do an angle like that. Yeah, we're gonna zoom into about 1.1, yeah, or maybe 1, and then we're just gonna put it level with the car, roughly. Yep, there you go. And then once you've done that, once you've like find your perfect angle, what you want to do is go press circle, go back to this part, and then go to depth of field. So once you're on depth of field, you have like a couple like flicks through. What you want to do is put it to custom, and then put it to manual instead of automatic, because yeah. And then personally, I would say you need the blur to be 65% plus. So I usually go with 75%, unless I want less blur, or if I want to show the whole car. It just depends on how zoomed in you are, because then it shows the car. But basically in this, I reckon we need to go a bit lower. Maybe actually 265, yeah. But yeah, just try to get it so the main part of your car, which you want to show in the picture, is visible. And then once you've done that, it should be good. So I recommend basically just try to figure your way around with this, and if it doesn't work, then you can go back to camera and switch it. But it doesn't matter if like the floor in front is not blurred. I'd say just keep moving around. But so I think maybe that's pretty decent. And obviously once you've done that, you do have effects, but I don't usually use them on here. I usually use an app to do it. But I reckon let's just have a quick look. We'll have a quick look at what these filters are saying. So obviously you can play around with these, but I personally would say use an app like Lightroom on your phone, or if you edit on laptop, you know, just do that. But yeah, I reckon like no filter on here and then editing it on your phone is a lot better. But obviously once you've completed like whatever you wanted to do with effects and you've done your cameras and depth of field, what you want to do is press R3 on your PS4 controller, or on your right joystick on Xbox you push down, and then what you would like to do, this just removes all the HUD and everything, so you can take a screenshot. So what you want to do now is obviously take a screenshot. So hold down the share button until you hear that noise. It's just like a and once you've done that, what you can do now is send it to someone on PS4, like on PS Messages, and then obviously download the PS Messages app or the PS app on your phone, and then you can go onto the picture and save it onto your phone, and then you can edit it on Lightroom or post it on Instagram or whatever, and that's about it. So we're gonna take a few more angles, and then yeah, that'll be about it for the video. Also on top of this, if you guys want me to show you like how to do different types of pictures, I don't know how to do motion blurs pictures or stuff like that, or even on other games. But yeah, if you guys want me to tell you how to do that, then comment down below. Yeah, we're gonna take a couple more angles on this clip, and yeah, we'll carry on. Also, just one more tip, I'd suggest you guys don't take pictures like from the shadow side, because it makes it hard to edit on your phone and the picture doesn't look as great. And taking pictures in the night is also harder, so just try to find, usually just try to find loads of light and then take the picture, because like editing it a lot doesn't make the picture look great. Alright, so obviously what we're going to do now is we're going to delete that clip because we've already edited on that, and we're going to go to different angles. Alright, so we're going to just finish up on this clip, and that'll be it for the video, guys. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope it has helped you guys out. Yeah. So obviously try not to find like different grounds, like try to keep it on the same area, because when you start changing like where your pictures are, it doesn't make them look as great usually. But yeah. So obviously it looks a bit weird without depth of field, so we're just gonna add it quickly. 65%, as I said before, is usually my minimum. Sometimes I do put it lower though. So obviously here I haven't really zoomed in much again. I don't tend to zoom in as much anymore. But remember, compared to my old video, this is a bit of improvement. That's why I've made another one, especially as well as it's 2021. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to hit a like and subscribe. But yeah, that's been your boy Stance Flame. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out.